Not one, not two, not three, heck, not even four, but 5 Miami players have now entered the transfer portal. Buckle up, Canes fans. It's about to start getting crazy. What's going on, Canes fans? I cover every player leaving and coming in through the transfer portal at Miami. So if that sounds like something that you want to stay up to date with, hit that subscribe button. As I said in the intro, 5 more players have officially entered their names into the transfer portal for Miami, which brings the total up to 8 so far, with many more coming soon. And the first player we're going to talk about, and one that definitely does sting a little bit, at least for me personally, is running back A.J. Allen. This one is a bit of a bummer because even though that room was crowded, it really felt like Allen was an explosive, tough runner that truly made every carry count. He had 24 carries in 2024, which totaled 183 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's an average of 7.6 yards per carry. But at the end of the day, he just couldn't seem to crack that starting rotation with guys like Martinez and Fletcher ahead of him. And let's just be real, nobody was going to start ahead of those two guys. But there towards the tail end of the season, we even started to see Jordan Lyle coming in over A.J. Allen, and many fans began to speculate. We were wondering if it was a case of Allen maybe going ahead and informing the coaching staff and letting them know that he was planning to transfer, and that's why they played Lyle ahead of him, or maybe Jordan Lyle, the freshman, ended up jumping him. We know that in the past, Allen had some issues with pass protection, but when he had the ball, man, he was such an aggressive runner. So, you know, there are going to be some Canes fans that do miss him, that kind of wonder what could have been if he would have stayed. However, you know, Miami does have a solid stable of backs. And Allen started his career at Nebraska before coming to Miami for these last 2 seasons. And he will have 2 years of eligibility remaining. Now, we run over to social media here to take a look at his post. He kept it short, sweet, and to the point. And what I mean by that is he just put some prayer hands emoji. So he retweeted the Hayes Fawcett tweet, didn't put out any kind of long, lengthy post, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. Next up, hitting the portal is cornerback Robert Stafford. This is a guy that was a 4-star in the 2023 class, and I really wish it could have worked out with Stafford, but it seems that he just didn't play well enough to earn a starting role. I still remember when he DM'd me his highlights before he came to Miami, and we had a lengthy conversation about his future and some ideas that he had for merch that he was planning on launching, and he was just a real down-to-earth guy. But at the end of the day, he really only saw the field on special teams. Now, he did have 7 tackles and 1 pass deflection in 2024, but he just never really saw the field. Stafford will have 3 years of eligibility remaining, and he also put out a statement on social media, and he actually took the A.J. Allen route. So he kept it short, sweet, and to the point, just reposting the Hayes Fawcett tweet, and he put the prayer hands emoji as well. And I have no problem with this. If there's anyone out there that says, where's the respect to the coaching staff and fellow players, where's the novel, I don't get it. Look, if guys want to do that, that's cool. If they don't, if they just want to do this or not put anything at all, that's also cool. Now, before we get to the final 3 players that I want to talk about, I do also want to give a quick update on a former Cane who finds himself back in the transfer portal once again, and that's quarterback Tyler Van Dyke. TVD had that terrible season-ending injury at Wisconsin this season, and he's decided to try to find a new home with 1 year of eligibility remaining. Hopefully he can find somewhere. Look, there's no ill will from me. You don't want to see any guy get injured, so hopefully he bounces back. Miami also sent out another official offer to a portal player, and this time it's wide receiver Reggie Virgil, who played for the Ohio Redhawks. Virgil is actually a Florida native, and he hauled in 41 receptions for 816 yards and 9 touchdowns in 2024. He's also a bit on the taller side, standing 6 foot 4 inches and roughly 190 pounds. Next up on the list entering the transfer portal is cornerback Miles Muyung. Muyung was a former 2-star recruit out of the state of Michigan, and he had actually been with Miami since 2021, but was mostly a practice squad player. He did see action in 2 games this season, totaling 2 tackles, but this one makes a lot of sense, right? This is a practice squad guy who is trying to see the field, so he's looking for a new home. And he did put out an official statement here on social media, so let's jump over and take a look. Now, this one's a bit lengthy, so bear with me for just a moment here, and we'll get to the final 2 players. Muyung comes out and says, "First and foremost, I would like to thank God for blessing me with the ability to play the sport I love and my family for their unwavering love and support. Thank you to the University of Miami for allowing me to fulfill a lifelong dream and goal of mine to be a Miami Hurricane. I am grateful for my time here and appreciative for the opportunity to grow academically and athletically. I want to express my deepest gratitude to the entire coaching staff for developing me on and off the field. To my teammates, I have the most respect and love for you all. You guys truly made this experience special. The bonds we have built and our brotherhood will last forever. With that being said, I will be entering the transfer portal with 1 year of eligibility. Thank you for everything, Miles Muyung." All right, so you're about to find out why I saved these 2 for last, and I'm doing them together. The Washington brothers, Robbie and Bobby, are both entering the transfer portal. Robbie, the 4-star wide receiver, and Bobby, the 4-star linebacker, will both have 3 years of eligibility remaining. Now, Bobby was considered one of the faster linebackers on the team, so yes, it would have been nice if he could have earned more playing time, but obviously speed alone is not enough. You've got to have more than that, and this coaching staff did not believe that he was capable of starting in 2024 or really seeing much playing time. He played in 2 games total in 2024, totaling 3 tackles, and that's it. So he just really didn't see the field. As far as his brother Robbie goes, the guy just got buried on the depth chart. I mean, when you're having to compete with guys like Xavier Restrepo, Isaiah Horton, the transfer Sam Brown, some guys that have more experience than you, it's going to be pretty tough. And I do appreciate him trying to play both sides of the ball here with taking reps at corner in the spring. If you remember, Miami was very short-handed at corner. He decided to step up and try to take some reps and play defense. And I think they even had him listed on defense throughout this season, but he did not see the field at all, at least as far as I know. Now, it also was probably a combination of trying to see the field because, you know, that's a position of need, and receiver was pretty stacked, so you weren't going to get to play. And these guys want to play football. I totally get it. And you're seeing this more and more. It's just the way the game is now. And it's unfortunate in some ways. I totally get it. But you're seeing a lot of guys transfer. If they come in as a freshman, don't play. Okay, right, I'm a freshman. I'm a young guy. I got to earn it. But then in year 2, if they really don't get to play at all, or they see super limited snaps and they feel like they could be playing somewhere else and seeing the field, they are probably going to transfer out. It cracks me up because under every single Miami Hurricanes post of players transferring out, I see the same Florida fans, the same Florida State fans, all these other fans of opposing teams, and they're like, poverty program, Moral Gables, what's happening over there? This team is falling apart. When every team has guys transferring out, some more than others, obviously, some losing star players. But it's just part of the game now. Whether we like it or not, it's not all good things. You know, it's a little frustrating. It giveth, but it also taketh away. We were able to get Cam Ward through the transfer portal, which elevated Miami's offense and, you know, led the Canes to a double-digit win season in 2024. So it's a blessing and a curse. But just because you see players hitting the portal doesn't mean that it's imploding. It doesn't mean that now all of a sudden there's a cancerous locker room and there's tension between the players and the coaching staff. Like, this is how it works now. And, some are going to sting more than others. Some of them you're happy to see go. Some of them you would like to get on your knees and beg them to stay. But I just find it so funny, man. Hayes Fawcett can put out a post every 5 minutes. They are struggling to keep up because you're just seeing each year an increased number of players hitting the portal. Some guys are trying to leverage it for more money. Some are just trying to find a new home so they can finally see the field. Some just need a breath of fresh air. They need to be somewhere different, change their surroundings. And it just kind of is what it is. But let me know your thoughts. These 5 players, again, now upping that total up to 8 total Canes in the transfer portal. Still expecting quite a few more on the way. Probably maybe not as extreme as it was last year, but you never know. This portal is open for 20 days here, so we'll see how many guys jump in it. Miami's going to continue to extend some offers. There's a lot of people looking at the Liberty quarterback, the Tulane quarterback. I hear Florida State really wants that Liberty quarterback. We'll see what happens. But don't shy away from letting me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. If you're new here, basically if those lights behind me are green, we're talking transfer portal. Remember though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family, but at the end of the day, I gotta say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. I'll see y'all in the next one.